When I first purchased my MemoryCraft 10,000, it came with a bundle of software. I can't remember what all the pieces were now. I do know there was Easy Transfer, Easy Design, Easy Edit, Digitiser 10,000, and there was another piece and I don't know what it was. Shortly after 9 months after I'd bought it, the machine got upgraded to version 3 and the software got merged and it became Customiser. Easy Transfer no longer was needed, so it was dropped. The 3 parts of the Customiser could do the job of Easy Transfer, and that was send a design directly to the machine or save it to a file in the computer. That was in 2004. Well, since then, technology has moved on and so has Janome. They have stopped making Customiser. It was a very expensive program and very limited, and instead they marketed Digitiser Pro Junior and then Digitiser MBX Junior, and that was to take the place of the Customiser program. It was still an expensive option, but some people, when they bought their machines, were either given a special price on MBX or received MBX as part of a deal with the machine if they bought the 12 or the 15,000. Now, if you've got MBX, you don't need a Customiser. You don't need a third-party program at all to customize designs. You've got it within MBX. MBX is an auto digitizer. That's what these symbols are here. My toolbars were probably different from yours because I arranged mine to suit me. Then we have the manual digitizing section and we have the customizing section. And that's all this here. This is a work area. If I click on that and I can tell it I want an area of 1000 millimeters by 1000 millimeters. That's 1 yard 3 inches square. And I tell that OK, and I actually want to see it, so display layout area, there it is. Drop my magnification, there's my layout area. Now in Customiser you are asked how many sheets do you want of A4, and you had to tell it. In MBX it says to you how big is your finished design going to be. OK, I can now go and fetch in designs. So let's go and find some designs. Open. Right, we'll look at Christmas tunes. Jeff, Christmas tree. Open. I bring the design in. Thank you. I'm going to blow this up a bit because it is very low at the moment. And I'm going to tell that by going to Edit, Group, while the whole of it is highlighted. Click off, and there is the design. And these are my colours. So now I'm going to move that Christmas tree for a moment out of the way because I don't want it in the hoop to have something else sit on top of it. So then I go to Embroidery, Insert Design, and I'll do Hide and Seek. Open. I will tell this group, and I'll move him out of the way. Actually, I'll put them in the order they were opened. 1, 2. OK. Embroidery. I'll put another one in. Let's put Rudolph in. Open. I know it's not Christmas, and I'll tell this one Group, and I'll move him over to there. And we'll bring in one more. Insert Design. Santa. Go to Edit, tell it Group, and move him over here. OK, so here's my work area. I'm going to drop this a bit. I'm going to put Design 1 right into the centre of my work area. I'm going to put number 2. I'm going to leave him where he is, but I'm going to turn him around. I'm going to move this fella and put him up here, and I'm going to turn him around. Actually, I'll just flip him, I think. There we go. Now I'm going to move Santa. I'm going to put Santa over here. And using my rotate, turn him around. And I'll just move him over a little bit. Click off, and I want one more design. Insert, elf, yes, he'll do. And I'm going to tell him group, and then just move him down here. And that's my layout, because I'm going to make a tablecloth for next Christmas. But I need to know where in my hoop these are going to fit. So I light up this hoop again using the hoop icon. I then come over here and I say combine. Everything goes black, and my toolbar has moved and it's come down here. This is the combine mode. This is add hoop. I move that over there. I want another hoop. I moved that one up there. I ask for another hoop. I moved that one over here. I ask for one more hoop, and I moved that hoop down here. And then I moved this hoop so that the tree sits more centrally in it. Now, they're not very well arranged. So I hit my combine mode again, and there are my designs in their hoops. Here are all my colours, and you can see there's rather a lot, which isn't totally surprising given the fact that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 designs which all have several colours each. Now I need templates for all of these, so I go back into combine, click the combine mode. I come over to File, Print Preview. I have to give it a few minutes or a few seconds, whatever. Right. Oh, look at all the colours. 22 of them. It's 705 millimeters wide, so that's 70.5 centimeters, and 67 millimeters centimeters that way. Right. This is design sheet 1 of 4 by the look of it. Options, stitches, connectors, outlines. No, I don't want them. I want actual size, thank you. Embroidery information, detailed, cloth setter markings. I don't want start and end cross hairs. Do I really need connectors? And do I need the outlines? And I want it as design mode. Okay, right, next page. When you print these out, these are your crop marks. And you arrange them so as that the crop marks make up the full square. A little bit like you would have done with the customizer. And then we're back here to the colour changes. Options. I don't actually want to fit it to page. I'm going to tell it 50% of actual. Okay. Oh, and I want a hooping list. That's the hooping list. Colours. And that's the layout at half size. Hoop position 1, centre of the tablecloth. Hoop position 2, that was the second design we brought in. Hoop sequence 3, that was the third design we brought in. This was the fourth, and this was the last. So it's stitching out in the order that we brought them in. This has been quite a simple customizing exercise. And let's tell that close. So now I want to come back out of the combine mode and turn off the work area, and we'll get rid of this screen completely. I don't want to save this, but you would save it. And no, I tell you what, we will save it. File, save as. First of all, I want to alter where I put this on my desktop for the sake of speed. Table layout. Jeff. Don't save in Jan. It's not Jan. They were stitch files when they were brought in. Oh, I asked for table. I keep forgetting you have to select the format and then the name. I think after 11 years I'd have worked it out. Save. Now this is another thing that happens inside of MBX. Hoop number 1. And there's its crosshair. Hoop number 2. There's its crosshair. There it is. Hoop number 3. There's its crosshair. And there's the hoop. Hoop number 4. Crosshair. Hoop number 5 and its crosshair. And now I tell it save all now. And it's got a little bit of work to do because there are 5 designs. Okay, thank you. And I can tell this close. And now I can tell this close. And we'll go and we'll look on the desktop. Now, I can see icons because I have MBX. I also have another program. So if I go into E, you can see I can see my photographs, designs and photos, PDFs, designs, photos, and so on. So when I open one up, I open this one up, this is telling me that this will be opened by Janome's editor. This one is telling me it will be opened by Mbird because it's pairs and I have the Mbird software. And the same with these. We'll go back to this. I'm trying to find one with a mixture of graphics and designs in. Okay. Designs. I've got on extra large icons. That's the JPG, a DST and a GEF. And you can see editor, Mbird, JPG. Now if I go to preview, I can only see the images. And I'll go through. And these are the images of the designs, and that's all 7 of them. Oh, my Christmas tree. So these designs I did when version 3 was first launched, and it was using the new make motif, the contour fill line, and this was the contour fill and the turning angle tool. These were using the motif fills, and these were motifs that I made, and it was to show how the different things could be used. Now if I want to see, let's go and we'll look at the DST. Now I also have Mbird, and I bought the iconizer that went with Mbird. And the iconizer also gives me pictorial icons. In Mbird I can see all the formats, but you'll notice the JPGs are quite small, and I can't remember now if I can open them in this program. Oh yes, I can. So I can open the JPG, I can open the GEF, and it looks totally different in this program to what it does in MBX, and I can open the DSTs, and that was the colour sheet. Okay, let's close that. We'll close this, and there is the tablecloth layout. Now in the next video I'll show you how you can take pieces out of one design to put into another design and combine them and maybe make a larger layout, or simply just make a new design out of all the pieces, which really I shouldn't do, but I'm only going to use my own designs. So I'll see you in the next video.